As market conditions have improved in the last 1 month, you see proliferation of breakouts and a lot of trades, a lot of setups have started working. So let's look at some of the setups or some of the stocks which have made a big move and see how stocks have behaved. And primarily this has started happening because of the change in market breadth, which you can notice like here, you are getting a lot of buying which is coming in on a daily basis. What we are looking at is basically we are looking at like buying coming into the market, right? And buying started coming into the market, and for almost like last 2 months, and especially if you see here, there has been like continuous block of buying where 300 plus days, the market breadth has improved dramatically, and as a result, what you will see is there are stocks which are making big moves. Now, if you see rhythm, like this was a very aggressive first leg move, and then again and start like in a very large number of tradable moves have happened. You had like big breakouts and they had followed through, and many stocks are starting to make a move. It's a very good situation or conditions for swing trading. You'll see here also plant. Now this was a breakout. I have a position here entered on Friday. Earnings EPs, there is another set of things which are working very well in this market, because we had like almost 2 quarters of bearish market. As a result of that, what you are looking at is bunch of stocks are breaking out after earnings, and they are making moves after earnings. There's also like some really big moves based on catalyst like monkeypox. This particular stock here, this is where like made almost 35% move. This is the again making a move. uh, EOS, GTHX, biotechnology stocks, which were like really in a doldrum, have made really big moves. If you see the biotechnology ETF like Labu and XPI, they have really gone up really big from the bottom. And if you notice, one of the things is like, and you will constantly hear in the market that when the market starts turning, the stocks which hold up the best, they are the one which make the biggest move. Now look at the stocks which have made the biggest move, and this particular thing, I sorted this particular set of stocks by TI65, which is our indicator, a momentum indicator, which is a ratio of average C7 to average C65. Higher the ratio, higher has the stock in terms of momentum. And if you see these stocks, you should also notice where these stocks are starting their moves from. Where are these stocks starting their moves from? Are they starting near the high, or most of the stocks are starting their moves from the lows? This is something which you should study on your own and form your opinion, because there is so much of misconception which is there in the market that whenever the market recovers, the stocks which are near the high are the one which are going to make the biggest move. The fact is that if you look at this is not a stock which is holding up near 52-week high, right? And almost every stock, the top 50 stocks, very few of them are holding up near the high. Jack Pacific, this is earnings CP, earnings to big this thing. This is where like, and again, this is where I bought on this day, and it did move 20% move after that. Obviously, the gap up on earnings, if it is too big, in this case of Jack Pacific, it had very good earnings, but like the gap was 50% or 31%. It actually made a move up around 30-40%. So that can be not a very good thing. You want like smaller gaps on earnings. The earnings trade has become very popular. As a result of that, you will see that there are bigger gaps. But again, if you see any of these stocks which are making a move, they're all stocks which are not near the high, and very good tradable moves. Again, this is a good setup, small pullback, and the stock is breaking out here. GTHX, again, the stock was nowhere near high, right? And if you notice, all these stocks will start their breakouts with 4% breakout. This is 4% breakout on this particular day. If you see at the start of a move, you are going to find a 4% breakout, right? And then the stock started a move. So Coremedics, again, like very nice setups. Stock was near low, impinge. Again, stock was near low, and from there it made a move. EVTL, vertical, E vertical. And also notice, if you want to find stocks which are going to make aggressive and very explosive moves, pay attention to the volume on breakout days. This had huge volume on the breakout days, 73 million shares were traded on the breakout day. In fact, if you want to make like a big money, if you just focus on stocks which have really big volume breakouts, you will find more than enough opportunities in a year to make a lot of money. Something to think about. So eVital, now again it is setting up very nicely for a potential new leg. Then you had Compass Pathways, and every time you look at a stock which has made a big move coming out of this thing, you should remember that these are not stocks which are near their 52-week high or they are holding up well. In fact, the stocks which are beaten down the most are the one which makes the biggest move, right? AEHR, again, like you see, Clearfield. Now that is stock also was, it was one of the stocks, few stocks which might have been holding up well, but that's the stock which is again high volume breakouts happening. Biotechnology stocks, all of them were like severely beaten down. Edu, which is a Chinese stocks, like here, very clean breakouts. These are the kind of clean breakouts which are extremely tradable, and again, it's making an attempt to break out with a small this thing that was an anticipation kind of a breakout. Butterfly network, again, see here, and as you can see, at the beginning of a swing move, you'll see that there is a 4% breakout. At the beginning of a swing move of 3 days or 5 days, you will see that there is a breakout, right? Here again, you'll see that there is a 4% breakout. So, and so array, there are a lot of these solar stocks which have had a gap based on a government policy change GP because of the new act which has been passed today. But like the news of that came out, and that day bunch of solar stocks have had very high volume breakout. Here the earnings is due next week, so obviously because of that, it's not like you'll have to wait for the earnings to come out, but there are a bunch of these stocks which are breaking out because of government policy. Then you have VD. So all these stocks, enough is this was the earnings breakout, this was an earnings CP, and from the earnings CP, it has never looked back. It has already met 20% kind of a move. This was one stock which was the rare stock which was holding up relatively well near the high before its breakout, but rest of the stocks were not necessarily holding up well. Fluence Energy, Wing, this is again a earnings breakout basically, and from earnings it has been going up. Again, you'll see a lot of these kind of moves, and notice at the beginning of those moves, you will see that there are these 4% breakouts, right? Beginning of this moves. Celsius Holding, MDI, government policy change GP. There are a bunch of government policy change GP. There was a big policy change, STEM, again, something to do with solar and other things, like the hydrogen power. Those kind of stocks had a big moves, and from the government policy EP, they made a moves of 34, 35%. AXTI, yellow, this is earnings breakout. On this day, there was an earnings. So you should not have problem of finding breakouts, and breakouts are working currently. So the change in the market, this is why this kind of a tools helps you, because you can see every day there's buying coming into the market. As buying came into the market, breakout started working. And when will you know that breakout stop working? If you get like bunch of selling days like this, if you start getting distribution, then you'll see shorts will start working. So having that kind of a filter on your trading can help. Again, like you'll see that first leg very orderly consolidation, and then it's breaking out. And also again you will notice on the breakout day it had a 4% breakout. So if you want to find setups, currently there are a bunch of setups. It's one of the best periods for last couple of weeks for making money, because you have so many big breakouts which are happening, and they're having big follow through basically. So happy days are here at the moment for at least last 4 weeks, and let's see if that continues. Bunch of government policy EPs happening here, and see, let's look at around 100 200 stocks like this, and you'll see same thing. Every time a stock starts a swing move, at the beginning there will be a 4% breakout, or in most of them will be a 4% breakout, right? And then the move will start. So if you scan for 4% breakout and get in at the beginning of the swing, you might be able to find a lot of good breakouts. CRDO, here there was a breakout, right? Global blood therapeutics, obviously there is a buyout news there, that is why it's up. Extreme Network, then you have Lantronics, Neuronetics, and many of these stocks are going to set up for a second, third leg. some of these stocks which have started making a move, they already had second and third legs, but many of them are going to have another leg, like, and some of these stocks just had first leg, and now they are say like here this is the another leg starting kind of a thing. So if you are a breakout kind of a trader, the last 4 weeks have been amazing in terms of follow through and breakouts working. Also, if you are one of those person who is like focused on earning CP, there's been a lot of earning CP. Even this one was started moving up on the earnings day after the earnings came in, and those stars kind of trades are also working. If you are looking for an anticipation kind of a setups where there is a first leg has been established and you get a second leg move kind of a thing, those are also working. The primarily everything is working because the market is getting money into it. Like Innova, this is again a earning CP. This is the earnings day, and after that it has started going up. So you should not have any trouble finding money making opportunities in this market for the last couple of weeks, as long as you have a methodology. So government policy EP again, plug power, and it is going up. All in all, I would say that look, and I see this is again like this is a very good breakout happening here now from a consolidation. That's a buy in my book. That's a buy in my book, right? So as a result, you have so many opportunities, and you should not have any problem making money if you are a breakout trader. There are periods when you can make easy money, and it is one of those periods when there is an easy money.